Every spring, about every March, I fish this creek here behind me, or in the field back over here, and it's pretty shallow, slow flowing creek. But man, every time I fish it, if I wait long enough, if I wait till it warms up enough, it's very exciting. I always have, or I've had some really exciting times fishing it. And so to make things simple, I got a bunch of little jigs, and I'm just gonna start with a little 1/32 ounce jig head and a little grub thing on it. And I'm just gonna carry this so I don't have to carry a lot of stuff, because anything can be in here, and I'm hoping to see if it's a green sunfisher back. There's the first one. What is it? Oh, it's fighting hard, but it's just a shiner. It's a big shiner though. Not my favorite fish to catch because it's so slimy, but it's a fish, and it's a good size one too. Number two. And that's a different species. This is a creek chub. So the first one I caught was a shiner, and this one's a creek chub. People a lot of times call the first ones creek chubs. That he's got the little horny things on his heads, but chub there. The other. What are you doing, Goose? Oh, don't go for my stuff. Well, that's another thing. The creek's changed. A lot of the deep holes, this right here used to be so different. And I've caught some fish here before, but a lot of the deep holes are really moved, and that's another part about revisiting. You got to find out what's changed due to the weather and storms. All right, this little place had better have some fish in here. I'm really gonna be discouraged. Oh, I saw something, and I saw another one. I got some hits, first cast. That's always a good sign. There's one. Finally got one hooked. What do we have here? Oh yes, we got a bass. That's a good sign. Glad to see the bass are moving around. So third species, little largemouth bass. Well, it's maybe a spot. It's kind of hard telling these little ones, but this guy's kind of chunky. He's back in. There's another one. Second fish. Kind of have a hard time getting the hook set, way I angle it at him. Wow, that's a shiner right there. That's a chunky. Look at him. Man, that's really a solid one there. I wonder what the biggest these things get. There's another one. Finally got something else. I had to switch to a rooster tail. It's another little bass. I figured there'd be some more. I'm still surprised I haven't seen any bigger fish, and I haven't seen any green sunfish yet, but I have caught a couple little bass. So. Oh, there's a muskrat. And I got a fish. Oh, I hooked it on the side. A little muskrat came out from the bank right when I casted. Oh, a snake. First snake I've seen of the year. Seen muskrats out, snakes out. There's something besides a shiner. Okay, a redbreast. Well, I had to come back down to the, I went about a half-mile upstream, then I had to come back down because the water was getting real shallow, and I wasn't seeing nothing but just little shiners. And so there's a few deep holes back down this way I'm gonna try to hit, and maybe catch a few more redbreast or something. Yeah, that's what I want. He came out from under the bank. I know there's more of these guys in there hiding. Maybe they're a little sluggish. I just casted this one out, and he just came out over the bank and just picked it up. I could see it easily. All right, that's what I was kind of hoping to see. That's a good sign. I know there's some bigger bass in here. Well, there used to be. This place floods all the time, so it's good to see at least there's that size guy in there. Got it. I got it, and I'm stuck on a little vine there. Come off of there. All right, Redbreast. This little 4-pound mono holds up great, and I don't know if I'll ever go away from it again. It's cheap. It's easy to throw these little lures, and it holds up against stuff. You can catch a bigger fish, you can catch a little fish. Takes a little brush. It doesn't really break off every time, so that's what I like using here. There it is, finally got that fish. What is this? Pretty good fish. Missed it a few times. Oh, nice. Sweet Redbreast. I had to cast a few times in there on that other side to get it. Kept getting nips and a couple hits, but that's a sweet fish right there. Another one. Another fish. Man, these guys pull. It's fun fishing with this light pole. I love this little pole here. Oh, this is a bluegill. So Redbreast and a bluegill hanging out in the same area. Of course, that's not too unusual, but especially in these creeks, they're gonna be all the fish kind of hold up together. Yeah, there's a fish. A Redbreast, big one. Big chunky Redbreast. That's cool. This place right here, like I said, this creek's been flooded so much this year, and this place has really changed. So I'm like, there's gotta be some fish in here, and toss it up under there and get a giant Redbreast. Love these guys, they're like a big old attitude to them. Thick in there. There's gotta be something else in there. There it is. Got it. Strong fish. Another Redbreast. Dude, these are the kings of them right here. Just stacked up in there. Look how belly on that guy. Not stacked up in there, but anyway, they're holding up in there. Just like, hey, we're running the show down here. Holy cow, look at that turtle. Just standing over here, it just kind of came up on me. That's a big turtle right there. Big old snapping turtle. He's gonna go up into that, go up in there and go get them Redbreast probably. There it is. Yeah. Oh! Another Redbreast. Man, that's pretty cool. That is fun to catch. Fun to find these little fish. Oh yeah, another one. Yes, it's a green sunfish. The green sunfish are starting to come out. That's what I'm talking about. This creek right here, it's more of a, starts as a spring, not very far up. And I catch some big old green sunfish out of here, but only when it gets warmed up. I don't catch any until it gets warmed up. But as soon as it gets warmed up, the green sunfish usually come out and are like all over the place. There's some big ones in here. And this is the first one I've caught. So that means that it's already warming up and they're starting to get active. So here in a couple of weeks, fish are really gonna be all over the place and these creeks are really gonna be lively. All All right, well that about does it. Awesome time catching a bunch of little redbreast, or good sized redbreast, and bass, bluegill, green sunfish, shiner. I don't know if I'm missing anything else out, but several different species. And I'm glad to see the spring's here. The days are warmer. It's like 60 something degrees outside. Had to get out and do some fishing. I was using a little crappie magnet on a 1/32 ounce jig head, but it really doesn't matter what kind of lure you use as far as that goes for a creek like this. Basically anything that comes in there, they're going to be trying to eat it. And I'm really liking this. It's a Berkeley lightning rod. It's a medium light, 6 foot, and the PC Fun Viper 2 size 1000 reel. It's a perfect little setup for doing this type of fishing, just kind of catching multi-species. Just might hook a decent sized fish or a little fish, and it's got good action on the rod where I can feel it, whatever. I love doing this kind of fishing these small creeks that are just kind of loaded with little fish, but I gotta wait till it warms up. So it's just now warming up where all the fish are getting active. Even the green sunfish, they're coming out and getting active. So I could go and catch several different fish. There's usually a little bit more largemouth bass in here, and I think there probably is. They may have been a little sluggish still, but I know that they'll be coming alive, and also the creek's changed a lot. So it's good to get out there and explore it and get back and find those fish again.